In the modern era of global pop culture, where every public appearance becomes an instant headline and every photograph travels faster than sound, few figures command attention, quite like Park Jimin of BTS. Airports, once considered mere transit spaces, have transformed into unofficial runways for global celebrities. And on this particular day, Jimin once again redefined what it means to arrive with grace, confidence, and unmistakable star power. His appearance was not loud, not forced, and not theatrical. Instead, it was a masterclass in understated elegance, pure class on display. From the moment Jimin stepped into the airport terminal, the atmosphere subtly shifted. There was no need for dramatic gestures or extravagant styling. His presence alone carried weight. Dressed in a refined yet relaxed ensemble that balanced comfort and sophistication, Jimin demonstrated a rare understanding of fashion as an extension of personality rather than a tool for spectacle. Every detail, from the cut of his coat to the way he moved through the crowd, spoke of maturity, self-awareness, and an artist who knows exactly who he is. Airport fashion has become a cultural phenomenon, especially in South Korea, where idols are closely watched by fans, media, and fashion analysts alike. Yet Jimin stands apart in this space. He does not chase trends, he interprets them. His style choices consistently reflect a blend of classic sensibility and contemporary flair, creating looks that feel timeless rather than temporary. On this day, neutral tones dominated his outfit, lending an air of calm authority, while subtle accessories added depth without distraction. It was not an attempt to impress, it was a quiet assertion of identity. What truly set this appearance apart, however, was not simply what Jimin wore, but how he wore it. His posture was relaxed, his movements fluid, and his expressions gentle yet focused. There was a softness in his demeanor that contrasted beautifully with the intensity of attention surrounding him. Cameras clicked relentlessly. Fans whispered and gasped, and yet Jimin remained composed, offering brief nods and warm glances that felt sincere rather than rehearsed. This balance between approachability and mystique is one of his greatest strengths as a global star. Observers have long noted Jimin's unique aura, an intangible quality that transcends visuals. It is an energy that feels both comforting and commanding. At the airport, this aura was palpable. Even those unfamiliar with BTS could sense that this was not just another celebrity passing through, but an artist of significant cultural weight. Security personnel maintained their formation, staff moved efficiently, and the crowd instinctively respected his space. There was order, not chaos, a testament to the quiet authority Jimin carries. Jimin's rise to global prominence has been marked by relentless dedication, artistic risk-taking, and emotional honesty. As a member of BTS, he has performed on the world's biggest stages, broken countless records, and helped reshape the global perception of Korean pop music. Yet despite these achievements, moments like this airport appearance reveal another side of him, the individual behind the icon. Away from stage lights and choreographed performances, Jimin's authenticity becomes even more evident. Fashion experts quickly took note of the look, praising its balance and restraint. Rather than relying on bold logos or flashy statements, Jimin opted for clean lines and quality fabrics. This approach aligns with a growing shift in luxury fashion towards subtlety and craftsmanship over excess. In many ways, Jimin embodies this movement. His influence extends beyond music into fashion, art, and lifestyle, not because he seeks to dominate these spaces, but because his presence naturally elevates them. Fans, as expected, flooded social media with images and clips from the moment. Within minutes, his name trended across multiple platforms, accompanied by phrases like effortless elegance, real-life prints, and pure class. Yet beneath the admiration was a deeper appreciation for what Jimin represents. To many, he is proof that global success does not require arrogance, that strength can coexist with gentleness, and that true confidence does not need to announce itself loudly. The airport, often a stressful environment filled with hurried travelers and tight schedules, became an unexpected stage for this quiet display of star power. Jimin navigated the space with ease, acknowledging fans without encouraging frenzy, maintaining professionalism without appearing distant. This delicate balance is not accidental. It reflects years of experience, careful guidance, and a personal philosophy rooted in respect for himself, for others, and for the journey that brought him here. Jimin's relationship with fans has always been deeply emotional. He has spoken openly about gratitude, pressure, and the responsibility he feels toward those who support him. That connection was evident even in this brief public moment. A soft smile, a small wave, a moment of eye contact. These gestures, though simple, carried immense meaning. They reminded fans that behind the global superstar is a person who understands and values their presence. Media coverage of the event highlighted not just the visuals, but the mood. Words like serene, polished, and magnetic appeared repeatedly in reports. Unlike sensational headlines that thrive on controversy or excess, this story resonated because it was about refinement. In a world often dominated by noise, Jimin's quiet confidence felt refreshing. His airport appearance also sparked broader conversations about masculinity in modern pop culture. Jimin has long challenged rigid norms through his artistry, embracing vulnerability, elegance, and emotional expression. This moment reinforced that message. His look was neither traditionally rigid nor overtly rebellious. It existed in a space of freedom, where self-expression is not constrained by outdated expectations. For many young fans, this representation holds profound significance. As BTS members continue to pursue both group and individual activities, public appearances like this take on added meaning. They offer glimpses into each member's evolving identity. For Jimin, this evolution has been marked by increasing self-assurance and clarity. He no longer feels the need to prove anything. His presence alone speaks volumes. Industry insiders often note that true star power reveals itself in unguarded moments, how an artist walks, how they interact with staff, how they carry themselves when not performing. By this measure, Jimin's star power is undeniable. There was no performance here, no scripted interaction, yet the impact was immense. He turned a routine transit into a moment of cultural fascination. The global reach of BTS has placed its members under constant scrutiny, but Jimin has consistently navigated this pressure with grace. His ability to remain grounded while operating at the highest levels of fame is remarkable. This airport appearance was another example of that balance. He was visible, yet protected, present, yet reserved, confident, yet humble. As images from the day continue to circulate, they join a long archive of iconic Jimin moments. Each one tells a slightly different story, yet they all share a common thread: authenticity. Whether on stage, in interviews, or walking through an airport, Jimin remains unmistakably himself. That consistency is rare in an industry that often demands constant reinvention. In the end, what made this moment memorable was not extravagance, but sincerity. Pure class is not about perfection, it is about intention. Jimin's intention, to move through the world with respect, elegance, and quiet strength, was clear. In doing so, he once again reminded the world why he is not just a global star, but a cultural icon whose influence extends far beyond music. As the automatic doors closed behind him and the crowd slowly dispersed, the impression lingered. It was the sense of having witnessed something subtle yet powerful. In an age of spectacle, Jimin chose simplicity. In a space of transit, he created stillness. And in doing so, he left an indelible mark, proof that true star power does not need to shout. It simply exists, radiant and unmistakable in every step forward.